I'm Warren Friesner, CEO of Language Hero. Language Hero connects people who don't know a word of each other's language and gets them speaking it comfortably and confidently right from day one through language speaking proficiency. So there are many companies that provide language exchange chat that get people who speak different languages speaking together, that can find people and connect them. The problem is that when they're beginners and don't know a word of each other's language beyond hello perhaps, it's totally useless to use Google Translate and try to talk to each other. We fill that void by providing both content and guidance, so they not only have content that they can use to speak to each other, but they have guidance. They can go and speak about different and select different topics and talk to each other about things they're interested in. So initially, we're providing people with a platform so they can start speaking, and our real interest lies in conversational translation. And after we finish launching this project, which is the adult version, we plan to launch a kids version, which is an interactive storytelling version of this app where kids make choices and then the choices kind of come alive as AR animations, and they can vary the story at any point, so they can create hundreds or thousands of different stories. After doing that, we really want to focus on conversational translation, and we want to create niche applications for that. So our first application would be an international dating app that would allow people to connect across language barriers and have meaningful conversations with each other. I think what's surprising about the company is that people have been led to believe that there's a certain way to learn language, and that the proper way to learn language is to learn the structure and grammar and vocabulary of a language. So Duolingo has 200 million believers, and the fact is that not one single person who goes through Duolingo, goes through all the levels of Duolingo, will actually learn to speak a language well with a native speaker, and that the way to actually do that is to speak. I mean, that doesn't sound shocking, and it's been done that way for thousands of years, but it's surprising because the approach that we see for high-tech companies is that no, you have to do these little gamified exercises and that's going to teach you the language. But in fact, that's not true. And not only is it not true for speaking, it's not even true for using grammar properly in conversation. That's something that arises naturally over time, and simply learning rules of grammar can't be applied while you're speaking anyway. So the best way is to find partners that you can speak with and have conversations with them until it naturally arises.